So the universe is really, really encouraging this collective to remain grounded and to remind yourself of the mission during this time, okay? It's 1:51 as I'm starting this channeled message. And essentially I was getting this channeled download that you guys aren't supposed to be in some of the crowds that you guys are in. You're supposed to be up on this stage. And so you are doing things in such a rapid pace, in such a different momentum and movement than your family, than your friends, than your coworkers, than your acquaintances, than your classmates. And if you go to those groups of people who are doing things differently, who are on a different track, and you try to seek validation, you try to seek support, you try to get opinion, advice, it's not going to work out in your favor because they are simply going in a different direction and a different path than you are. And so the universe doesn't want you to completely isolate, completely go into solitude, but to understand that this is your life and these are your choices. And we shouldn't be going to groups for advice in which we're not on similar wavelengths, we're not on similar paths, we're not on similar missions, because we're not going to be given the adequate and the correct advice that's given for us. And like just the download of you're in crowds in which you're supposed to be on the stage of. You can't blend in places you're not supposed to. You know, you're going to stand out like a sore thumb. You're going to be kind of easily spotted. And for so long, I think you felt ostracized because of it. Again, you might have taken it personally as what is wrong with me. But again, it's nothing wrong with you, and it's everything wrong with the environment and the people that you're currently around. And so the universe is again asking you to remind yourself of your goals, remind yourself of your mission, and to not seek that validation or support in places in which, again, aren't aligned to what you're doing and what you want to continue to do. Because this collective, if you're not supposed to be in the crowd and you're supposed to be on the stage, guess what? That means you're being called to do very big things in this lifetime. You're being called to be seen, to be heard, to be recognized, to not do everything the way that other people do, okay? I'm literally channeling Britney Spears Circus. You know, some people are born to entertain and some people are born to just watch. And you are the type that is born to entertain, that is meant to be on stage. You're not supposed to be conforming to the crowd, conforming to what is normal in society. And again, just because you're the odd man out doesn't mean that there's anything wrong with you. It could simply mean that we're not in the right place with the right people, because it's funny. It's like I'm seeing those movies, you know, where there's a huge dance floor and they just have that spotlight on that one person, or the camera just starts to zoom in. Like, that's you. You are the center of the room. You're the center of attention. You are meant to be in these spotlights and showcased in these ways. And if you try to condition yourself or tell yourself otherwise, or go to people who are in the crowd and not on the stage, which there's nothing wrong with that, you're not going to be given the advice that you're meant to be given. And a lot of this collective, as I'm talking, I'm hearing all of these realizations. Oh. 319 as I pause, because those who want to be in the crowd, they don't want to be seen. They don't want to take risks. They don't want to stand out. They don't want to be different. They don't want to have eyes on them. And again, that's nothing wrong with that, but you can't go to those people or go to those types of energies when you are in a star kind of energy. You need to be around those who are in similar frequencies, who have similar missions, or again, go and seek those people. Okay, I know it's easier said than done. Some of you guys may not have anyone in your current life who is wanting to support you along this mission, is someone who can be along for the ride, but you have to trust that when you're going on that higher mission and you're following that higher calling, you're going to be gifted those friends, those acquaintances, those companions, those collaborators, okay? So trust when you choose yourself, you're going to choose everything else in accordance by association. So continue to choose yourself. Don't go and seek wisdom and advice from people who do not have the knowledge or the expertise or the want on the subject, and continue to choose yourself, because it is your life at the end of the day, and you're the one who's going to live through the consequences, positive and negative, like I always say. And so do it for you. Don't do it for anyone else. But you guys are meant to be seen. You guys are meant to be stars. And it's about time you stepped into that energy instead of shying away for it, or again, pretending you're meant to be in the crowd. You're not someone who's in the crowd. You're supposed to be on stage, babe. So you better get up on there. But that's what I have for you guys. I do have a major sale. I have 20% off my entire website going off until the 1st of January, minus my live readings and healings. So if you do feel called to go get a reading or some spell work or some oils, I'd definitely go and check that out during this time. But I hope you guys have a great holiday season, and I'll catch you on the next one. Mwah.